When I tell you back then, I tell you we didn't read the newspaper. newspapers. Like, you kids, you don't even have that. Like, you can't, that's not something you can conceive of because of the social media. It's like, you can't avoid it. And that's a whole nother story in and of itself. And let's do something about it. But not now. So you can imagine I wasn't blasted on social media, but I will tell you, I got tons of mail in my mailbox, in case you guys don't know what that is, from people I knew and people I didn't know. And all of it was well-meaning. They were things like, I'm so sorry. I hope you're okay. That was awful. They were watching my train wreck on national TV. And as well-meaning as it was, it just enhanced my humiliation. All I wanted to do was crawl into a hole and hide. Just be done. Where's my water? But anyway, I couldn't crawl in that hole because I'd run so well that year that I'd already qualified for USA Nationals. Thank you, babe. And they'd already made the travel arrangements. USA Nationals, where you qualify for an Olympic year, any world championship or world championships. I had no intentions of doing any of that because I never believed enough in myself. But I had to go. I had already committed, and I was going to meet that commitment. So I went to the USA National Championship meet, and maybe because I had nothing to lose or because I felt like I had nothing to gain, I ran my race. And I qualified for the 4x400 meter relay world championship race, and it was freaking amazing. You get picked up by a chaperone, like I told you, at these big meets. They meet you at the finish line because you've qualified. They walk you to pee for drug testing. Thank you, babe. And then they walk you to a tent where you give them your passport. They make your travel plans. In this case, Gothenburg, Sweden. It's on. You've qualified. So one may have thought that my ego was done taking a beating, but not so fast. What happens when you go to one of these meets, one of these big international meets, usually a lot of athletes go, especially the best, which I'm not saying I was, but the best, go with a group of other athletes, and you do a tour of Europe where track is like bigger than Eugene, which is really incredible. And you make money leading up to the big event that you're going to. So we traveled through Europe doing this, and it was great and wonderful. I learned so many things, saw so many things. And then we get dropped off at Gothenburg, Sweden. And I arrived there with all these other athletes with me because we're all coming at the same time, and I have my contingent from Eugene. And I've got my suitcase in hand at the Athletes Village. These are really cool things. It's really fun. Like, they have all these little houses that everyone lives in. And I arrive with my suitcase in hand with the rest of the athletes, and out comes, or approaches us, is the appointed female world championship coach, the women's coach. And I've never met this woman. I didn't know her. I didn't see her. She was some college coach. And she approaches me in front of everybody, and she says, I tried to call you, but you'd already left the United States. I wanted to let you know that you didn't need to come. I don't want you to run. I'm not going to run you. Fucking humiliating. Sorry for my language, but it was so humiliating. And I don't know why. I didn't know at that time why she would do that. Let's do it that way. And I was a shoo-in for this relay. I was supposed to be on the relay. And so, although she was the head coach for the women's team, she doesn't really manage all the other areas. And like the biggest coaches at these meets are the relay coaches, because as anyone has noticed from the men's USA team dropping batons, you don't have enough time to train to learn how to pass a baton. So you spend the entire time, the entire first week you're there, passing a baton so that you don't drop this baton. So you have a relay coach, the best relay coaches. So he pulls me aside and says, listen, I don't agree with her. You're running. You'll run in the prelims against this alternate, and whoever's fastest will be running in our finals. So I'm like, okay, all right. So I'm back in. Here I go. Another roller coaster. Let's do this. So we train for a week, get our handoffs off. Our relay team staying in the same cottage. And we get up that morning and we put on our uniforms. And then there's this knock at our door of our thing. And I go to open the door and it's the woman's head coach. And she asked to speak with me privately. And then she tells me her greater power had spoken to her last night and had told her that I wasn't good enough and that I shouldn't run. This is what this woman told me. I used woman, and I was going to use another word. Anyway, you could imagine at 20-some years old what I was feeling like. I was devastated. I had my uniform on. So in tears, and the rest of the team had to learn this thing. I had another athlete that was in the area that from University of Oregon, and some of you may know her, Kelly Blair. She was a very medaled athlete later, heptathlete, and she wasn't running yet. So she takes me aside. We go to the mess hall, and the mess hall is just this giant cafeteria with amazing food that you never get to eat because you know why? You're competing. And I was very strict about how I ate when I competed. Night before pasta, morning of, 3 hours exactly before, pancakes. And so I just start feeding my grief, crying, eating. It's just a mess. And then comes this USA athlete, this male USA athlete. He's like, oh my God, they're looking for you. I'm like, what? You're running. I'm like, what? And so he says, yeah, you're running. So what has happened? So some of you, because you're not all track and field athletes, what you should know is what happens at the USA Nationals, the top two athletes, they go and they run in the individual 400, the open, right? And then they also run the relay, but then you have the two other athletes that came in behind and then an alternate. So, but they had told this coach, this female coach, whoever she was, that they weren't running, not in the prelims, not in the finals, if they didn't run me in the prelims. Myself Malone and Gerald Miles, some of the two most storied 400-meter runners that we've had in our country. So they tell me the story, and I'm like, I just can't imagine. Like, I've just porked out. I'm exhausted from crying. My brain is wrecked. And like, I just don't know if I can do it. And they were like, you've got this. We believe in you. We have followed your career. We've seen what you've done. We know what you can do. And I didn't have the courage to say no. Like, they just put me on their shoulders. They were my guardian angels. Let me just backtrack for a second. It turns out the reason this coach was doing all this was because she came in there and her college athlete was the one that had come in behind me, and she wanted her to run the finals. So you can understand the cruelty. Anyway, so I go to the track and put on my spikes. They put me at anchor, which is ridiculous. And I run the fastest 400 of my entire life. Yeah. For those of you who know track and field, that was a 50.0 blah, 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 which is ridiculous. And so I ran in the finals with these women who had, as I said, put me on their shoulders. We went out there and we won the gold medal in the 4x400 World Championships 1995. So my greatest failure was the foundation for my greatest accomplishment. Success, I couldn't have even imagined as I crawled from first to third place across that finish line. as I listened to someone tell me I was not good enough, that I didn't belong there. That's where my success came from. It was born from that. And I want you to all know that was not the last time and may never be the last time that I was told that I couldn't, that I wasn't good enough, that I didn't belong. But it was one of the last times I let my setbacks, my own personal setbacks, and someone else's skewed perception of who I was define me. And that's something I need you guys to all understand. As a prosecutor, I made it to the final interview to become a judge with the governor's office 3 times before I was appointed as a judge. The grit that it takes to do that, that's what I learned from athletics. That's what I learned from succeeding, failing, and succeeding again. That's what you guys are all getting from what you've done and what you're doing and what you will continue to do. I needed that, but I also needed, so look around, I also needed teammates that were also competitors to lift me up and to support me and to believe in me so that I could believe in myself. Women who were much faster than me, for a time, who respected their prowess, that always showed kindness, that were there, regardless of what the competition was. I mean, these same women, I went later to run some more races professionally. This is gonna sound funny. Well, maybe not now because I'm kind of a big girl, but I had a nickname, I was called the linebacker, those skinny little bees. And they called me that because in indoor, like I could move, I was short, smaller than them to the ground, but also wide, so I could butt them out of the way. But they said it in the most loving manner. So, respect each other, love each other, need each other, grow from each other. Always be respectful of your own prowess. Now, what I realize is that I've told you a story about a horrible coach, one that didn't love and support all of her athletes. But most coaches are not like that. The best coaches, like my coach, Pro, they see what you can accomplish way before you do. And my best race in high school, my breakthrough race in high school, when I finished, astounded by my time, I looked at my coach and there was no surprise on his face. I saw myself for the first time the way that he saw me. And so know that that's what you're getting from your coaches. The moments that you most astonish yourself, the moments that you pass a barrier that you didn't believe that you could do, know that there's a person out there that already saw that you could do it, and trust in them and believe in them. When you do something like this, so extraordinary, so wondrous, like awesome, something that you can't expect, it's not about the competition, it's not about the game. It rewires your brain. It reminds you of your possibilities. It lets you know that you can do everything and anything. When you get everything that you give, that you have to give, all of your greatness, all of your failures, and you fail like I have, you will fail like we all have. When you give all of that, you begin to learn who you are. All your greatness and all your flaws, and that is all enough. You belong with all of that. So listen, today I know I'm a badass. I do. Go ahead. I've earned this position. I've earned this life. I've earned it. I worked my ass off for it. But still at 53, when I was asked to speak to you guys, I wondered if I was the right person, if I was the person that had enough to give, that you would respect what I had to say, that I would meet your expectations, if I'd wear the right thing. And then I remembered, I belong, just like you. Don't take 53 years to learn that shit. You are here. You are here because of the work that you've done. You are here because of the lessons that you've learned. You are here because of your capacity for growth and your ability for even more greatness. Please know that makes you formidable. And please, make this world a place where your greatest failure is the next greatest success, the next step to your next greatest success. That's it. I said I would keep this short because I'm a really fast talker. I don't know how much time that was. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a quick story. Sorry. Really quick because I have a little bit of time. This is about Coach Pro. So this is a coach who, like I said, believed in me. He found money through the school to take me to a meet where I'd have some competition because I hadn't seen that kind of competition before. And he takes me to a race, Arcadia Invitational. And he doesn't tell me who I'm racing against, and I already would think I would lose if he did anyway, so it doesn't matter. And so I run the fastest 400 of my life at that time, and it was seconds, at least 3 seconds faster than I'd run before. I'd run against Marion Jones. She was younger than me, by the way. She whipped my butt. But it was amazing. And before the race, I cried like every 400, and he held me. After the race, I puked, and he patted my back and smiled into my face. And then we went back to our rooms. In the middle of the night, I had this tremendous amount of cramping. And we all know that after all these parents here, when you have a sick child and what you do, and they wake you up in the middle of the night, you're like, oh God, I've got to deal with it because they're mine. But this guy gets out of opens the door to his hotel room, looks at me, and he's like, did you drink some water? And he like literally pours a bottle of Advil into my hand. But he woke up for me. He was there for me. He believed in me. I just can't tell you enough what your career has done for me. I would not be here today as a judge. I would not have been a prosecutor. I would not have done any of these things without someone else believing in me enough for me to believe in myself. So I just want to say thank you to Coach Pro one last time, and congratulations to your retirement.
Let's hear it one more time for Camara Banfield. Wow, what a great message, what a great speech. Thank you, Camara. So, before we start honoring the all-region teams, we make a point each year to highlight a special group of athletes. This year, 5 boys and 5 girls excelled in multiple sports, showing a level of dedication and success that qualifies them as our Multisport Athlete of the Year finalists. We're going to announce the Boys and Girls Athlete of the Year at the end of the program, when all finalists will be invited on stage. But we're going to introduce you to the finalists throughout the night. Here are the first of our Multisport Athlete of the Year finalists. Our first Multisport Female Athlete of the Year finalist is Sydney Dreves of Columbia River. In volleyball, she was picked as the Class 2A State Player of the Year by the coaches, leading Columbia River to its 4th consecutive Class 2A State Championship. In the spring, Dreves again shined on the tennis court, teaming up with Emma Lungwitz to earn all-region status for a 3rd straight year. At state, the Columbia River pair finished 2nd and contributed to the state team title. Next year, Dreves will attend Boise State, where she will compete in volleyball. Our first Multisport Male Athlete of the Year finalist is Josiah Alanis of Evergreen. Josiah Alanis, a senior, was all-region in football and track and field. In football, the Boise State-bound safety displayed overall athleticism by catching the ball on offense and making plays in an experienced Evergreen defensive secondary, helping the Plainsmen capture the Class 3A Greater St. Helens League title. In track and field, Alanis was a district and by-district champion in the long jump, and this last weekend in Tacoma earned his second consecutive Class 3A state title. Now, as we begin to honor our all-region teams, I'd like to introduce my colleague and driving force behind this event, Tim Martinez.
All right, thank you, Micah. All right, so this year we're going to do something a little bit different in honoring our all-region athletes. Like we did last year, where we'll bring up the athlete of the year in each sport. But this year we wanted to do something a little bit extra. So when we begin the video announcing each of these all-region teams, we want all of the athletes who are all-region in that sport to come up to the stage and join us and line up here behind us. And then we will make a presentation to the athlete of the year in each sport, and they will get a framed photo, which are much nicer this year than last year, thanks to our team that helped support us put this thing together. And at the very end, there'll be an opportunity for some photos. And then as the athletes are leaving, they go down the stairs. On the table over here, we have my colleagues Meg Wachnick and Will Denner and Jeff Klein, and they have certificates for all of our all-region athletes, and they'll make sure to grab that on your way out. So again, we're all going to come up. We're going to stand back behind here, and then we'll have the Athlete of the Year presentation, and then on your way out, grab a certificate, okay? All right, so we're going to get things started right off with our largest team of the year. This is the all-region football team. All-region football team members, please join. We'll start off with the offense. Colton Gesser of Seton Catholic. Aiden Montagne of Kelso. Jacob Williams of Seton Catholic. Chase McGee of Camas. Gavin Packer of Skyview. Riker Willis of Seton Catholic. Terrence Sarion of Evergreen. Jackson Good of Camas. Juan Pacia Stanton of Mountain View. Austin St. Armor of Seton Catholic. Jason Sloan of Kelso. Noah Thomas of Skyview. And now for the defense. Grayson Bagley of Kingsway Christian. Makai Miller of Evergreen. Ria Tua of Skyview. Luke Webb of Camas. Wyatt Aisland of La Center. Caden Hamlin of Skyview. Bo Harlan of Camas. Nico Spear of Camas. Josiah Alanis of Evergreen. Joe Colorame of Seton. Jared Forner of Camas. Elijah Franco of Washougal. Elijah Anderson of Woodland. Isaac Cromie of La Center. Kanan Moore of Union. And our all-region football player of the year, Jake Davidson of Camas.
Jake Davidson. I go to Camas High School, and I play quarterback. My favorite memory was the bus ride up to Monroe. Just like the stops that we made along the way up there, and just the games we played on the bus. I think a good teammate is someone that holds himself accountable to like their mistakes and your mistakes. So it's not just them like yelling at you when you make a mistake, but it's just they bring up the whole entire team. I'm not too sure yet. I don't know if I'm gonna play college ball, but that's the goal. But I'm not too sure if that's gonna be what's gonna happen.
All right, congratulations, Jake Davidson. Step up. Okay, you all kind of step up right over here. Everyone kind of step up. Right on that side of the podium over there. We can all kind of squeeze together there.
And we'll let you go. Photo. All right. The photographer's back there. All right. All right. Thank you, guys. Some big guys on our biggest team. We'll let them file out first. Okay, our next all-region team that we're going to honor is the girls cross country team. Danica Allen Ridgefield. Daphne Evenson Skyview. Cassie Klein Castle Rock. Ella Koch Union. Lila Taylor Hawkinson. Sarah Thompson Union. And our all-region girls cross-country runner of the year, Elisa Marshall of Camas.
I'm a senior and I run for Camas cross country. I started running when I was really young, but just like recreationally at like little fun meets that my parents would be running at too. But I started taking it seriously, I'd say like in 8th grade. One of my favorite memories is the bus ride home from state. We all just like the spirits were super high, the season was done, and so that was just super fun. I'm gonna be running for Boise State, and I don't know what I'm gonna major in yet, but I'm just excited to be able to like continue running past high school. That's been my dream since I was little, so I'm super excited.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elisa Marshall and the all-region girls cross-country team. All right, moving on to another group of fast kids, the boys cross-country team. Bradley Harris Union. Dakota Hufek, Prairie. Jacob McManus, Columbia River. Lord King Nana Baduwea, Battleground. Andres Orozco Stansberry, R.A. Long. Davis Sullivan, Ridgefield. And our all-region boys cross-country runner of the year, Cohen Butler of Camas.
Cohen Butler Fowler. I am the all-region athlete for cross country. Go to Camas High School. I started running kind of in COVID as a way to like get out of the house a little bit as much as I could. From the past season, it's definitely those memories from state and high districts. These overnight meets are a lot of fun, and getting to be together with the team overnight is a lot. Definitely for my ego personally, trying to put that aside and just race against myself, not trying to compete against, I mean, obviously you're competing against other people, but also just try to focus on myself. Definitely am going to run in college, probably looking in D1. I'm still looking into the schools, haven't really made any plans.
I do have to add that Cohen capped his junior season this last weekend with a state championship in the 4A 3,200 meters. So let's hear it for Cohen and the rest of the all-region boys cross-country team. Certificates.
All right, our next sport we're going to honor is the all-region girls soccer team. Alice Anderson of R.A. Long. Marley Buffum, Richfield. Dea Corva-Rubius of Skyview. Abigail Doyle of Camas. Peyton Dukes, Columbia River. Shaylee Hay, Kingsway Christian. Tegan Irvin, Mountain View. CJ Moore, Seton Catholic. Tori Lash, Ridgefield. Carson Ross, Kelso. Brinley Williams, Skyview. And our all-region girls soccer player of the year, Nora Martin of Ridgefield.
And I'm a senior at Ridgefield High School. I first started playing soccer when I was 3 years old at Salmon Creek Indoor. My favorite memory from the past season is winning the championship, state championship. Important lessons sport has taught me. Being a three-sport athlete, you really get to see all sides of what sports have to offer. And so I think character development, hard work, perseverance, and definitely teamwork. My plans beyond high school are to attend Newberry College and play soccer.
Congratulations, Nora Martin.
Thank you and congratulations. Up next, our all-region volleyball team. Aaron Bennett, Evergreen. Clarice Glover, Kingsway Christian. Gracie Jacoby, Prairie. Ali Ordonia, Seton Catholic. Jordis Taylor, Heritage. Ella Thompson, Camas. Callie Curran, Ridgefield. Sophia Gourley, Columbia River. Kendall Mayers, Camas. Claire Newman, Prairie. Billy Ross, La Center. And our All-Region Volleyball Player of the Year, Sydney Dreves of Columbia River.
I'm a senior on the Columbia River volleyball team. I started playing in like 3rd grade. I kind of just got thrown into the sport because my sister started playing club and my parents just kind of threw me in the sport. This season, my favorite memory is definitely the locker rooms. We had a little bit of a different vibe in the locker room. We would listen to like the Greatest Showman soundtrack and like slower music. And just like we got to know each other really well in all the locker rooms, and that was definitely my favorite. My plans are I'm going to Boise State to play volleyball and become a special education teacher.
All right.
All right, next up, we will honor the All-Region Girls Swimming Team. Paige Dangleys of Hawkinson. Lucy Demare of Mountain View. Haley Gunderson of Heritage. Medea Rusu, Ridgefield. Carlin Stewart, Woodland. Rebecca Yamada, Ridgefield. And the All-Region Girls Swimmer of the Year, Lila McGeechee of Camas.
The most important lesson sports has taught me is that hard work beats everything else out. You could be like the most talented person, but if you never go to practice, if you never show up, if you never put in the work, like you're never gonna be the best. But if you can be the most average person or just like with a little bit of talent, and if you are putting in the work every day, if you're doing the doubles, you're practicing 4 hours a day, you're working out, you're lifting, that will beat out everything else and everyone else in the long run. I have committed to swim at Seattle University, and I will be studying business there as well.
All right, next up is the All-Region Slow Pitch Softball Team. Malia Burns, R.A. Long. Haley Corona, Columbia River. Nevaeh Henry, Skyview. Maddie Johnson, Skyview. Ruby Liu, Columbia River. Kira McGinley, Mark Morris. Carmen Patrusor of Kelso. Avra Pertusi of Columbia River. Sophia Ricard of Union. Victoria Ross of Union. Lily Wilkinson of Camas. And All-Region Slow Pitch Softball Player of the Year, Taylor Lees of Skyview.
My name's Taylor Lees, and I'm a junior on the Skyview Slow Pitch team. I started playing when I was 8. I think My favorite memory was probably beating Union twice to go to state. Really just like bringing the energy and just being kind to everyone, like not getting too worked up or just really angry at other people for little mistakes. I do want to play softball somewhere, and I want to become a radiologist or something in the medical field.
Thank you, All Region Slow Pitch Softball. Congratulations. Up next, our All Region Boys Golf Team. Mason Acker, Washougal. Rex Burt, Kelso. Andre Kosaki, Camas. Spencer Moody, Mountain View. Jacob Parker, Seton Catholic. Broden Tony, Mark Morris. And our All-Region Boys Golfer of the Year, Grady Millar of Mountain View.
My name is Grady Millar, and I'm a senior on the Mountain View golf team. I started playing golf when I was 3 years old. My grandparents got me my first set of clubs on my 3rd birthday. My favorite memory of this past season is winning our 4th district championship in a row as a team, and also my 4th individual district championship in a row. I'm now signed to the University of Washington to play golf and be a student athlete there.
Thank you, All Region Boys Golf. Congratulations. Our next team and the last one of the fall season is the All Region Boys Tennis Team. Micah Nelson, Prairie. Lucas Walburn, Columbia River. Connor Reed, Camas. Dylan Seams, Camas. Jackson Taylor, Mountain View. Owen Kendrick, Mountain View. Noah Cokes, Columbia River. Nate Little, Columbia River. And our All-Region Boys Tennis Player of the Year, Leo Zhao of Camas.
Past high school tennis season was the bi-districts final where I played against my teammate. The most important lesson that tennis has taught me is the importance of self-reflection and constant improvement. After high school, I plan to go to college and major in STEM and play tennis for the rest of my life.
All right, let's hear it one more time for all the All-Region athletes from the fall season this past fall. It's now my pleasure to introduce 2 more girls and 2 more boys who are Multisport Athlete of the Year finalists. Our next Multisport Female Athlete of the Year finalist is Peyton Dukes of Columbia River. A senior, Dukes was a 3-sport athlete, earning another spot on the All-Region soccer team. In soccer, she was back-to-back 2A Greater St. Helens League defensive MVP. The center back tallied 8 assists and 4 goals as the Rapids placed second at the 2A state tournament. In basketball, she was a starter and defensive standout for the Rapids, helping them claim a 3rd consecutive league title. In track and field, she was a multi-event competitor, capturing the 2A district title in the triple jump and advancing to state as part of the 800-meter relay. Next year, Peyton Dukes will attend Seattle Pacific University, where she will play soccer. Our next Multisport Athlete of the Year finalist is Joe Kalarami of Seton Catholic. Joe Kalarami, a senior, earned All-Region in football and track and field. In football, Kalarami was the Trico League MVP, making plays on offense, defense, and special teams. The Army West Point commit helped the Cougars reach the Class 1A state championship game. In track and field, Kalarami was the district champion in the javelin and placed 4th at the 1A state meet with a mark of 189 feet 6 inches this past weekend in Yakima. Our next Multisport Female Athlete of the Year finalist is Bridget Quinn of Kingsway Christian. A senior, Quinn was a 3-sport athlete for the Knights, earning All-Region in basketball. In volleyball, Quinn was a first-team All-League Trico pick as the Knights setter. In basketball, she was selected as the Trico League Co-Player of the Year, leading the Knights to the Class 1A state playoffs. In track and field, she was a multi-event competitor, placing 2nd in district in the javelin and advancing to state, where she placed 12th. Next year, Quinn will attend Bethel University and play volleyball. Our next Multisport Male Athlete of the Year finalist is Isaac Cromie of Le Center. A senior, Isaac Cromie earned All-Region in football and wrestling. In football, he was a 2-way All-Trico League player that was both physical and showed finesse. 0 fumbles on 145 carries, racking up 1,357 yards and 20 touchdowns as a running back. He also had 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions as a safety. In wrestling, Cromie was a 1A state champion at 175 pounds. The Clark County champion lost just 3 matches all season.
All right, so as Micah mentioned earlier before, we're honoring 233 different athletes tonight. And the photos that you see up here, we have to give a special thanks to all the athletic directors at the schools, athletic coordinators, and especially the athletic secretaries, because they're the ones who gave me a great deal of these photos that we have here tonight. So thanks to them and all their hard work. One word of caution for any athlete here who is a freshman, sophomore, or junior. Next fall, when you're a senior, you're going to take pictures that aren't like your senior, they're not your senior pictures, they're just for your student ID. And a lot of seniors like to do like little goof pictures for their student ID. Well, those are the pictures that I often get when I have to have an Athlete of the Week or all region. You know, I got one for Athlete of the Week a couple years ago where there was an athlete and she was dressed like Darla from Finding Nemo. She pulled it off pretty quick, but I got that photo and I go, I can't use this photo. So, just a word of caution, if you're an athlete, maybe think twice about that senior ID photo. All right. Next up, we move on to our winners athletes, and we'll start with the all-region boys basketball team. And we'll start with the second team. Josh Crane of R.A. Long. Des Daniel of Evergreen. Jamison McCann of Richfield. Jace Van Voorhees of Camas. Malcolm Weatherspoon of Mountain View. Brett Young of RA Long. And for the first team, Carson Morningstar of Prairie. Ari Richardson, Columbia River. Dalton Stevens of Mark Morris. Caden Wilson, Seton Catholic. Malachi Weimer of Skyview. And our all-region boys basketball player of the year, Ethan Harris of Camas.
I'm Ethan Harris. I am a junior at Camas High School. I am a shooting guard, small forward. I started playing basketball when I was 3 years old. This past season, my favorite memory is when we all went to a beach house together at the beginning of the year. I feel like that's really where our team bonded. The most important lesson sports has taught me is to outwork everyone. That's where skill comes from. That's where so many other things come from. My senior year goals are to go to the Dome and just place at the Dome.
Congratulations to our all-region boys basketball team. All right, next up, we'll do the all-region girls basketball team. On the second team, Mila Larry, Union. Madison Lee, Seton Catholic. Bridget Quinn, Kingsway Christian. Camara Ross, Evergreen. Layla Sanderson, Mountain View. Adrian Wright, Evergreen. And now for the first team. Sveva Bernasconi, Mountain View. Kennedy Bockert, Woodland. Sophie Buzzard, Camas. Gracie Glavin, Columbia River. Kira Thompson, Camas. And our all-region girls basketball player of the year, Brooklyn Haywood of Union.
Brooklyn Haywood, and I play basketball at Union High School. I started first playing basketball in Alaska. I played YMCA Rec League almost my whole childhood, but I got serious when I was about 9 years old. That's when I started taking it seriously. My favorite memory from this past season, I think, has to be winning league and cutting back those nets because it's just an unforgettable experience. A good teammate in basketball, I'd say enthusiasm, energy, and leadership for sure. If you have those three attributes, then you're a great teammate. Some goals I have for the future is obviously next year, winning league again, going as far as we can in the Dome, and playing D1, getting there, and then obviously wanting to play professionally.
Brooklyn couldn't be with us tonight, but we will make sure she gets her honor. Congratulations to all region girls basketball team.
Our next all-region team, the girls wrestling team. Madison Cardins, Skyview. Kamaya Garland, Kelso. Lillian Houligard, Ridgefield. Cooley McReynolds, Woodland. Haley Miller, Mountain View. Cadence Newmeyer, Castle Rock. Victoria Nicasio, Washougal. Janessa O'Connell, Union. Aaliyah Vargas, Washougal. Avery Vega Padilla, Camas. Leah Walway, Kelso. And our All-Region Girls Wrestler of the Year for a fourth time, Faith Tarrant.
My name is Faith Tarrant. I'm a senior at Prairie High School, and I'm also Clark County's first ever four-time state champion in wrestling. I think what makes a good teammate is someone who's caring, wants to see you work hard, has the same work ethic as you, pushes you, and loves you. My plans are for high school are to wrestle in college. Being a four-time state champion means everything. It's hard to put it into words, you know? It's awesome. Awesome.
That's awesome. Let's hear it for an amazing group of young women here. Up next, of course, our All-Region Boys Wrestling team. Isaac Cromie, Le Center. Connor Crum, Seton Catholic. Jonas DeRochers, Skyview. Mason DeRocher, Skyview. Simon Gerald, Camas. Noah Koyama, Union. Kingston McPherson, Mountain View. Zachary Motzkus, Battleground. Nolan Nelson, Castle Rock. Harrison Suzara, Kalama. Cooper Williams, Castle Rock. And our All-Region Boys Wrestler of the Year, JJ Shaneline of Skyview.
I'm JJ Shaneline and I'm a senior at Skyview High School. I started wrestling when I was 7. My dad took me to Peninsula Wrestling Club and immediately I didn't really want to get on the mats, but Coach Pittman kind of got some shoes on me and that's when, everything took off from there. My favorite memory from this past season was probably winning state with my coaches. Before the match, I kind of looked at all of them and it was just like, dang, I got some bad men around me right now. Let's go fight and let's go win the state title. So it was kind of like a manly kind of let's get it done kind of feeling, and I really enjoyed it. So my plans beyond high school are to wrestle and fly planes at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, and I want to be an All-American in college, and I want to hopefully be a national champ. So those are my plans.
All right, next up is our All-Region Boys Swimming team. James Crawford, Camas. Colin Graham, Seton Catholic. Tenzin Kelsang, Camas. Owen Robertson, Union. Lincoln Swift, Ridgefield. Owen Yam, Camas. And our all-region boys swimmer of the year, Vladislav Danielyuk of Prairie.
My name is Vladislav Danielyuk, and I'm a senior at Prairie High School. My favorite memory this past season was the state meet. It's something that we look forward to all year, and it's fun to see everything get put together at the end of the year after all your training. One important lesson that sports has taught me is that nothing comes for free. You have to put in the work to get the results that you want. After high school, I'm going to Whitworth University to swim there and continue my studies.
Up next, our all-region gymnastics team. Olivia Aguirre, Camas. Sloan Atkins, Columbia River. Gabriella Howard, Union. Abigail Mendoza, Prairie. Maya Richardson, Camas. Lexi Vukidis, Ridgefield. And our all-region gymnast of the year, Carly Christ of Union.
My name is Carly Christ. I am a junior on the Union Gymnastics team. I started gymnastics when I was 2 years old, and I started in mommy and me classes, and then my parents took me through all the other sports, and I just was always doing cartwheels, so they put me back in gymnastics. The most important lesson sports have taught me is not to be afraid and not to overthink, because in the beginning when I started gymnastics, you know, I was like scared of some skills, right? My hopes and plans for the future is I want to do real estate. I want to get a team so they flip houses for me and I sell it, and that's the plan.
And our final team of the winter season is the all-region girls bowling team. Alyssa Barber, Evergreen. Addison Case, Skyview. Isabella Hughes, Prairie. Kadri Rowland, Skyview. Sanaya Tyler, Hudson's Bay. Jade Walters, R.A. Long. And the all-region Girls Bowler of the Year, MJ Westmoreland, Hudson's Bay.
I started bowling, I'd say, when I was around 5 or 6. My favorite memory of this past season is definitely winning state and everyone just getting a chance to hold the trophy and take a picture with it. An important lesson that sports has taught me is definitely like mental game is like the most important aspect, is even if you're not doing your best, you need to keep in the mindset the entire time and just dial in and have a good mentality. My plans beyond high school are to go to college. I'm majoring in literature of arts and I'm bouncing between 2 options of schools right now for bowling. And I want to be a teacher in the future or a writer, but I definitely know I want to bowl in college.
so before we move on to our next finalists for our Multisport Athlete of the Year, I wanted to share a little backstory about where the name, the All-Region team, came from. The Columbian began honoring athletes in every single sport back in 2001, and that very first year that we honored all of the sports and athletes in all the sports, we actually called it the All-County team. We even have a little logo with Clark County outline on it. And then after that first year, we kind of realized that we had kids on these teams from Woodland, which is just over the county line in Cowlitz County, and from Stevenson, which is over in Skamania County, so All-County didn't actually work. So we decided to go with All-Region. It's a term that we had used when I had worked in Salem, and it's a great region. All right, so we're moving on to the finalists, the last two finalists for our Multisport Athletes of the Year, and we'll start with our Multisport Female Athlete of the Year finalist is Billy Ross of the Center. Ross, senior, was a three-sport athlete for the Wildcats, earning All-Region in volleyball. In volleyball, the senior was a first-team All-State honoree, the Trico League MVP, and led the Wildcats to 4th place at the 1A state tournament. In basketball, she was a starter for the Wildcats, earning a spot on the Trico League second-team All-League. And in softball, she was also Trico League All-League second-team pick as both a pitcher and infielder. Congratulations, Billy Ross. Our next male multi-sport athlete of the year finalist is Colton Gesser of Seton Catholic. A junior, Gesser earned all-region in both football and baseball. In football, he completed 62.8% of his passes for 2,541 yards and 43 touchdowns, helping Seton Catholic reach the 1A state title game. His right arm was also pivotal his arm was also pivotal in Seton Catholic's success in baseball. He allowed just 9 earned runs in 55 innings pitched, striking out 57. Congratulations, Colton Gesser. Our next female multi-sport athlete of the year finalist is Ella Thompson of Camas. A junior, Thompson earned all-region status in volleyball and track and field. In volleyball, she was the first team All-State honor. The University of Miami commit had 392 kills and 167 digs. In track and field, she qualified for district in 4 events, but injury limited her to just 2 events. She captured the district by district titles in the javelin and placed 5th last weekend at the 4A state meet in Tacoma. Congratulations, Ella Thompson. And our last multi-sport athlete of the year finalist for the male is Chase McGee of Camas. A senior, McGee earned all-region status in both football and track and field. In football, McGee was the Papermakers' go-to receiver, finishing with 1,445 receiving yards and 24 touchdowns for the 4A state runner-up. A Montana State signee in track and field, McGee broke a 56-year-old state record by clearing 17 feet, 5 inches in the pole vault. Last week, he defended his 4A state title in the pole vault and also placed 5th in the javelin. Congratulations, Chase McGee.
Moving right along, we're now excited to honor our all-region athletes from the just concluded spring 2025 season, starting with boys soccer. Elijah Bunda, Union. Alonso Flores, Hawkinson. Lionel Herrera Malvalles, Heritage. Kanan Moore, Union. Omar Ramirez, Heritage. Mason Renner, Columbia River. Isaac Reynoso, Columbia White Salmon. Easton Ross, Seton Catholic. Cooper Schneider, Camas. Will Tavez, Camas. Angel Villalobos, Hudson's Bay. And our All-Region Boys Soccer Player of the Year, JP Guzman of Columbia River.
Hi, my name is JP Guzman, and I'm a senior at Columbia River High School. My favorite memory so far this season would have to be probably the second game against Hawkinson, where I scored a free kick to take it to overtime and then scored a penalty in overtime to win us the game. A good teammate in soccer is just someone who's there for you, supporting you, also giving you some feedback when you're not doing something so good. Playing in high school, I'm be attending Seattle Pacific University and be on the men's soccer team.
You know, we did that interview with JP Guzman before this last weekend, so I think he might have a different answer as to his favorite memory of the season, considering that Columbia River just won its second state title in 3 years. But congratulations to all the All-Region Boys soccer players. Awesome group. Moving right along, next, our All-Region baseball team. Queuing up the video. Here we go.